Welcome to episode 18. I am back here in California and I am glad to be home, but it was a busy week between running in the Netherlands, getting home, doing some long runs this weekend. So let's go back to the beginning so you can check it out. It's Monday morning. I am still in Amersfoort in the Netherlands. I need to get an 8-mile run in this morning, so I'm headed out. It's 31 degrees, and I'm going to run towards a windmill. It's going to be dark. I was hoping to get to see it in the daylight for some video, but we'll see what we can see. Well, I made it to Soest, to the windmill, but unfortunately, you guys can't see it. I can see it with the light, but there's not enough light for the camera. So, this is what it would look like in the daytime. Now, 4 miles back to the hotel. Well, that was 8 miles. It was a good run, 0 degrees, but no ice. Just nice, easy run, not a lot of hills. The only issue is the most of the pathways are like concrete block or brick, and I definitely can feel that that's harder on the knees and the joint than running on pavement or dirt, obviously. I've definitely felt that a little bit. I've also been kind of babying a little bit of a calf strain in my right calf that I got in the UK when I was out on my very first run. I stepped off the curb thinking a car was going the other direction, but they weren't. They were turning towards me. They weren't very close, but mentally, you know, it just startled me, so I really stepped on it when I stepped off the curb and kind of pulled the calf a little bit, but it's feeling better, better and better. So today didn't bother me at all. But now I've got to get ready for work, get some breakfast. It is a long day. I get picked up at 7:30. I don't get back here and dropped off until about 6:30. So it'll be a long day after getting up early. Well, it is Wednesday and it is about 37 degrees outside right now. So it's not as cold as it's been, which is nice. But yesterday I didn't run. I ended up being up till about 1 a.m. on Monday, finishing up the video for last week. So by the time I got that all done, I had a really long day yesterday between work, and then I got to go to dinner with Ivo and his wife, who you met last week in the video. So I slept in a little bit yesterday till about 6. It was good, actually. My legs feel rested. My calf was a little sore on one side, so feeling much better. But this morning I am going out for a 7-miler, and I'm actually going with Haro, who you guys met last week in the video at the very end. We're gonna do 7 miles and just chat. Done. Nice. Oh, this is Haro. You met him last week.
Yep.
But he came out and took me on a run, so I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
He left early, got up early, but his son woke him up, right?
Almost.
But it was good, so thanks again, man. Haro brought me a gift. It is the, it's Struffelwaffel? How do you say it?
Stroopwafel.
Stroop, yes. All right, see, that's a post-workout carbs.
Money on my mind.
I am home. Made it back from the airport. It took about an hour and a half. There was a lot of traffic, but it's good to be home. Now, unpack all of that and do some washing, a little relaxing, because tomorrow we've got a long run. It is Saturday morning. I am back home in California. It felt so good to sleep in my own bed. As much fun as travel is, I really like coming home the best. While it seems really cool to go to all these places, the fact that you're there working and my schedule was pretty much picked up at 7, didn't get back to the hotel till about 7, so it was really long days. So I was able to work in quite a few runs. This last week, I didn't really run that much. I got to run on Monday. Tuesday, it was windy, icy. I was up super late to like 1:30 finishing the video for last week. So I decided to sleep in, take Tuesday off. Wednesday I ran, and then Thursday, same exact thing. It was icy, kind of rainy and windy. So I decided, you know, I'm gonna take one more day off. Friday I traveled all day, and here we are today. We're gonna get out there and get 14 miles. It looks like it's starting to rain, but we're gonna get on a trail over in Fullerton, known as the Fullerton Loop. So let's go get 14 miles done.
A couple hundred miles away, denying that something has changed. You're blaming me too complicated, but I will never stay the same. So I will drive and drive and drive and drive, baby, just so I can make it through the night. Yeah, I will drive and drive and drive and drive, so we can try to make it simple, try to talk about what's on our mind.
I can't actually get up the hill. It's so slippery. I'm sliding back down. Not gonna happen. Gotta find another way. This really sucks. I'm so done. Freaking falling in the mud. 12.2 miles. Another 1.8 to go. Pulled my calf a little bit while trying to not fall down the hill. Thank goodness that run is over. That was 14 miles. It took forever, almost 2 hours, 40 minutes. It was very slow. I had to reroute a few times because there was water that had washed out the trail and you couldn't get across, probably mid-shin height. So it was just a long mental grind out there. Not that cold, just wet, sloppy, slippery, falling. So I'm glad that's over. Hopefully now the sun's out right at the end of my run, of course, and hopefully it'll dry out a little bit before tomorrow. It is Sunday morning. I'm headed out for a 12-miler on the road today after running in the mud yesterday. That really sucked, so I still need to get some elevation. So I've mapped out a route through a neighborhood up in the hills. So over 12 miles, I should get about 2,000 feet of elevation gain. I'm running with my new Good Luck running bracelet my daughter put together for me, so that means I'm gonna have a good run today. Let's go get it done.
This is as good a day as any to start the
Well, that is peak number 1. I'm doing this portion of the neighborhood twice, which is it was 3 miles to the bottom of this neighborhood, then it's 1.5 miles up here and 1.5 miles back out, and I'll do that again. It's either another 3 miles and then 3 miles home for 12 total and about 2,000 feet of elevation.
from within. This morning has so clear a light as any.
Well, week 18 has come to an end. I have to tell you, I am glad it is over. As much as I like traveling and it seems like fun, it takes a toll on me. It gets me out of my routine. It's hard to stay on any sort of diet just because you're eating whenever food's available or you're going out to eat, things like that. And training, while I did get a lot of runs in the first week, this week I missed 2 runs. Unfortunately, one day I just felt terrible. Another day it was super icy and rainy, and it was right before I was leaving, so I knew I was going to be up until 2 in the morning before getting on the plane early the next day. So I missed 2 days this week, but I'm looking forward to being back on plan this week. Carl has sent me my plan. It's going to be 54 miles this coming week. I'm running 6 days a week. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping the rain will clear up a little bit, but forecast says it's going to rain quite a bit this week. So I just think of mental strength training, but I'm ready to be on the trails. The more it rains during the week, the more likely the trails are going to be shut, which means I'll be back running on the road again over the weekend. So it's not really helping with my trail running. But I hope you all had a great week. I'm looking forward to another strong week of training. I hope you guys have a strong week of training. As always, I am extremely grateful for all of you who are viewing the videos, leaving comments. I know I'm behind on comments right now. I will get to it this week. Traveling, I wasn't in front of my computer at all, just because my work, we were really doing a trade show, things like that, so I didn't sit in front of my computer at all this week, so I will catch up on my comments this week, but I appreciate them. Thank you so much. Hit that like button if you're enjoying. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. We're over 5,000, but hey, let's keep going. 6,000 is the next goal. And if you like what I'm doing, go over to patreon.com/cjmedia. You can support me there. You're gonna get access to videos early, as well as the Rocks, Roots, and Ruts magazine. I'll get it out this week. $5 off the shirts. I'm gonna get those out this week as well. It's a busy week coming up. I got a lot to do, but thank you guys, and I will see you in a week.